If you want to make hundreds or even thousands of dollars and get a free knife with CS2 skins, I'm about to share 12 proven ways to get you there. And some are so easy you don't even need a cent to start. I've used these exact methods over the last 10 years to make tens of thousands of dollars, so trust me when I say these strategies can be highly profitable. Alright, let's start simple, the zero effort money printers. Every week when you level up your CS2 account, you get a care package. Each package allows you to redeem 2 out of the 4 presented items and will usually contain 1 weapon case, 1 or 2 skins, a graffiti, or a tool like the Charmed Attachment Pack. While the graffitis are pretty much worthless, the cases and skins have huge potential. Most of the time you'll pull one of the 5 active duty cases, Kilowatt, Revolution, Recoil, Dreams and Nightmares, or Fracture. However, 1% of the time you'll hit a jackpot with the case from the rare drop pool. These are older cases like the Weapon Case 1, Bravo Case, or Glove Case. Skins also drop from an active collection pool. The most expensive items you can currently get from these include the M4A1 control panel, M4 Stratosphere, Orb Green Energy, and AK Nouveau Rouge. Select the items that are the highest price, taking exterior and float into account, and if you get lucky, you could be well on your way to a free knife. The next method is entering free giveaways on trusted websites. Simply visit the links in the description for sites like Tradeup, SkinSwap, and SkinsMonkey. Go to the giveaway tab, claim your free daily tickets, and enter your choice of daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways entirely for free. Of course, you don't have a great chance of winning, but for something that takes literally 3 seconds to do, you could reap some serious rewards. You could also look at Twitter or YouTube videos for more giveaways. Moving on, if you've got a bit of a creative kick inside of you, you could make some serious money by designing new skins or even maps. Community-made submissions can make upwards of $150,000 each if accepted into the game. Of course, there is lots of competition here, and there aren't many skins selected each year, but I wanted to mention it as I haven't seen it spoken about at all in similar videos here on YouTube. All of the resources you need to get started are publicly available on the CS2 website, and you'll easily find great tutorials and a supportive community with a quick Google search. The fourth method is great for those of you who love to grind the game out. The third-party platform Faceit hosts matches in a more competitive environment than matchmaking or Premiere. I've consistently had a great experience playing it, where more people have mics, you get a knife round to decide the starting side, and most importantly, you can earn free points to redeem in the shop for Steam Wallet funds or skins. You can complete missions each month that reward progress all the way to skins like a StatTrack AK Redline in Field Tested, currently worth over $100. Some of the missions do require a premium subscription, which costs about $8 per month, but if you're someone who plays a ton of matches anyway, why not make some money while doing it? Now, I want to add that while I'm not diving into elaborate explanations of each strategy in this video, to stop it being literally 10 hours long, my entire channel is dedicated to helping you make money with CS2. So be sure to subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel where I share all my best tips, previous experience, and secret hacks to make you money. Once you've got a few skins acquired through any of these methods, you could move on to the following strategies. Trade-ups are one of the easiest and most consistent ways to make money. You can visit sites like Tradeup Lab and Tradeup Spy, or even YouTube videos or Reddit if you don't want to put in much time to find combinations yourself. However, since these trade-up combinations are publicly accessible, they often become no longer profitable quite quickly. I personally like to use Skin Search to try out combinations, as it offers real-time pricing from a number of trustworthy marketplaces. You can find trade-ups from as little as 50 cents all the way to $500 that are consistently and sometimes even 100% profitable. Just as an example, I did this trade-up yesterday, where I used 10 field-tested mil-spec skins from the graphic design collection with a combined average float of 0.23 that has a 100% chance of profit, as all the outputs come back in minimal wear condition. For a cost of just $5.83, you could make 65 cents, $1.51, or $2.93 if you get the M4A4. An average profit of 30% per trade up with zero risk. This is a great method to consistently make money. Just be sure to account for floats and potential purchasing or sales fees when making your calculations. Speaking of floats, method 6 is sniping low float skins to resell. This is where trading bot sites like Tradeup, CS Money, SkinSwap, or SkinsMonkey can really be great. They often disregard float or rare patterns in their pricing, which means you could pick up a low float item for the same price as an average one. For example, 00 factory new items will often sell for substantially more on CS float than their 0.06 counterparts. So if you can pick these up for cheaper and resell them, there's a lot of potential. Other floats to look out for are minimal wear floats close to 0.07 and field tested floats close to 0.15. If you can find these floats on Tradeup filler skins in particular, that's to say skins which people use to improve their odds in a trade-up, like the P2000 Amber Fade or Train Collection, or skins from popular discontinued collections like the Norse or St. Mark, that's even better. The Armory is another really interesting way to make money. Many of the collections within the Armory actually have a positive redemption ROI, which means if you redeem your stars in certain collections, you will actually make money on average. The character craft stickers, despite being released nearly a year ago, still have an unboxing ROI of 138%. If you can buy several passes and earn those stars just by enjoying the game as you would normally, you can easily redeem these to make some free money. Also, the 1 year mark of the Armory is coming up, so definitely a space to keep your eye on in the coming months. Strategy number 8 is flipping skins, a classic. This involves looking for discounted liquid items and then reselling them for a higher price and pocketing the difference. Many sites allow you to search by highest discount or look at recently posted items. Using these two features to find skins that are being sold under the current market value is a great way to find some cheap skins and then resell to make a profit. You will need to be aware of a couple of things here, however. Make sure the skin you're picking up sells often by looking at the sales history. Otherwise, you might get stuck with a skin you can't sell for weeks or months at a time without taking a big loss. You can also potentially increase your margins by using buy orders, where you set a below market price, and if someone decides to list the item at said price, you'll be first served. Importantly, make sure the skin isn't in some weird price swing, like if it just spiked up recently. If that's the case, it could crash hard in a week or two and wipe out your profit. The next method is skin arbitrage. I've got an entire video breaking this method down step by step already on the channel, but the premise is hunting for price discrepancies between different websites. Unlike flipping, where you're simply buying low to resell on that same platform, arbitrage involves comparing prices from different sites to find where you can make a profit, buying on site A and reselling on site B. The key factor here is to consider fees on both sites. You can also squeeze a little extra margin out by sending bargaining offers to sellers. Now, let's get into some strategies that require a bit more knowledge of the game and the CS2 market as a whole. Firstly, investing in CS2 skins involves purchasing and holding onto items that you believe will increase in price in the future. There may be several reasons for this: increased demand or hype, increased player numbers, lower supply, game updates that impact weapon usage, streamer influence, etc. I like to break down investing into 4 main categories: cases, filler skins, stickers, and high tier skins. Of course, there's also other categories like agents or patches, but they're a bit more niche, have far more limited options, and their own risks. I discuss all of these categories and more in other videos on my channel, so feel free to explore those if you're curious. Most people consider cases to be a pretty safe long-term investment. They're consumable, meaning supply decreases over time as people open them, and supply is limited by weekly drops. For discontinued cases, supply is literally non-existent. I must clarify, we are not buying cases to open them with a key ourselves. While it is possible to profit doing so, even the most profitable cases to open only return about 60% on average, so it's not feasible to consistently make money doing this. Do it for a bit of fun with friends every once in a while if you like, but in the long run, you will lose out. Instead, if we purchase rare cases that are being heavily opened, we can profit from the price increase of the case itself. One of my best investments was the Operation Breakout case. I purchased 700 of them at 84 cents back in 2020, as I saw that it was a desirable case with a couple of popular skins in the M4A1 Cyrex and Glock Water Elemental, but more importantly, was the only case in the game to guarantee a butterfly knife. As this knife has risen in popularity and supply has been drained over the years, the price has increased to around $8.50, and I've made $6,000 along with it. The next investment category is filler skins. These aren't skins people buy because they look good, they're valuable because of their utility in trade-ups. When trying to maximize your odds or increase profit margins, you'll want to use items that have the minimal trade-up options as possible, are as cheap as possible, and have good floats. Therefore, collections like the 2013 Train, Italy, Lake, and Bank, which all have a rarity grade with just one item, like the Lake collection only having one restricted outcome, makes them more desirable. These collections are also discontinued as of April 2025, so supply is no longer increasing. We've already seen a huge spike in price across the board for these collections, but in my eyes there's no reason it will stop here. You can also stock up on items from collections that trade up to highly popular skins. For example, the Gods and Monsters consumer, industrials, or mil-spec items that trade up to the Icarus Fell, Poseidon, and Medusa. Next up, we have sticker investing. Stickers are a bit of a peculiar one and have never been a focus of mine. However, there is a lot of potential here. For many, the simplest form of sticker investment has been the major sticker capsules. After each major tournament, twice per year, capsules for both the team logos and player autographs go on sale for a period of time, where you can pick them up for as little as 25 cents each. Since these items are a limited time pickup and will never become available again after the tournament is over, some have seen insane returns in the past. However, this has not always been the case, as oversupply of some tournaments, notably the 2023 Paris Major, showed everyone that these are not always a guaranteed bet. My main advice in the sticker department would be to find stickers that are unique, look good in crafts or on popular skins, and are no longer increasing in supply. This might be from disbanded teams, old operations, or tournaments. Definitely do not buy up any of the stickers that are always available in the in-game store. The final investment category I'll cover in this video is high-tier play skins. These are rare, popular items like the M4A4 Howl, or Dragonlore, Butterfly Fade, or Karambit Doppler. These are iconic skins on popular weapons and knives which see consistent, strong demand. Now, they usually don't skyrocket in price the way some cheaper items or cases can, at least not in terms of percentage growth, but the trade-off is they're much safer. They've got steady demand, barely any new supply entering the market, and as the CS2 player base keeps growing, their prices tend to climb slowly but surely over time. Another way to make money is to buy in during market crashes. It might sound counterintuitive, but when prices tank, think of it as skins going on sale. As long as you are confident that the future of the game is strong and Valve hasn't made some game-ending update, the CS market tends to rebound fairly quickly after most crashes. After the recent trade protection update, I bought a number of knives and skins around the $1,000 to $2,000 mark, and within just a couple of weeks was able to resell them for a 10 to 15% profit. Take these field-tested Arid Sport gloves for example. I bought in at $1,385 and just 2 weeks later resold them at $1,800 for a $400 profit. Again, make sure to buy liquid skins that have consistent popularity and do your research to understand which items maintain ongoing demand. Finally, the last method I'm going to share is cash trading. I saved this one for last because while it can be highly lucrative, it also comes with a lot of risk at the beginning, especially if you're not experienced with trading or do not have any sort of credible reputation in the community. Cash trading involves purchasing items from other players directly, exchanging skins for PayPal, bank, or crypto transfers. While you eliminate fees from third-party marketplaces, the main risk is that one of the traders must of course go first, either by sending the item over Steam or sending the money, leaving you at the mercy of the other side to scam you. I would not recommend this method to anyone starting out, and please do some further research to understand this better before you dive in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like so YouTube knows that you want more CS2 content, and be sure to check out this video where I share 12 costly investing mistakes that you need to avoid. I'll see you there.